everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium 6. We are back on the server. There's only one other person on at the moment. It's a bit quiet at this time of the day, apparently. And things might look a little bit different. That's because I'm actually trying out a different shader pack. And now the video might look different, not only in this video, but maybe in future videos, because I'm using the complementary shaders. Normally, this whole other time I've been using Silda's vibrant shaders, which I still really like. But I was told that I might get a bit more performance out of these ones, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And as you can see, there's some different options here. And I actually prefer these option settings because they have a lot of like presets and stuff, which is pretty cool. And a compatibility mode, which apparently helps with mods. So it helps it run a little bit better with mods. Because as you know, there's quite a few issues you have. So for instance, this guy, it still looks weird, but I feel like you can sort of see stuff a bit better. Like you can clearly see these yellow stars here, and we can see 4Ash's base there. Enough about that though. This episode, we're probably going to be doing something from this board over here. I've decided I'm going to try, albeit try, it might not go too well, but I'm going to try to make more use of this suggestion board. So these two signs are new. One is make the Terra Shatterer from Britannia and max level it up. And the other one is slay the Gaia Guardian from Britannia. So I don't even know how to begin doing that bottom one, but I do know how to begin with the Terra Shatterer. So we'll see how this goes. I've bookmarked it up here, and it's this cool pickaxe. And you might also see all these other things bookmarked. And essentially, it's all the other stuff that we're going to need in order to get this. So I don't know how well it will go. I don't even know how much progress we'll make in this video. I'm hoping we get it done, but I honestly don't know. So the Terra Shatterer seems to be a pickaxe, seems to be pretty cool. If we actually search Terra Shatterer, you can level it up to these other different like ranks. So like we start off with D rank and C, B, A, and then there's S and all that crazy stuff. Don't know how to do that either, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we at least have the pickaxe, right? So the biggest thing here is the Terra Steel. The Terra Steel is pretty rough to make. What you have to do is you got to put these other ingredients onto a Terra Steel agglomeration plate. Pretty crazy. And this guy you craft with a bunch of runes and some mana steel. In theory, this should be easier than it was when I did it on all the mods to the sky, because we're not in the sky. And we've obviously got a bunch of stuff already set up, so it should be pretty simple. Pretty simple. So, currently our Britannia stuff is in the nether, so I guess we'll head in here. And apparently the nether's a bit pink in this shader pack. I can probably change that in the settings, so let me know if maybe the pink isn't that cool, but I kind of like it. I think it's something different. So here's a full mana pool, courtesy of this guy running 24/7. So we can actually just get started with this, I believe. So my first goal is making this Terra Steel agglomeration plate. Also, getting into Britannia will actually help us because there's some stuff for the ATM star that requires Britannia, so that'll be good. Yeah, this guy. We can make the lapis blocks, that's fine. We need a block of mana steel, though. And to do a block of mana steel, we actually can just get a block of iron, like so. And I believe we just drop it in here. Yep. And as you can see, we have a block of mana steel. That's simple. And as you can see, there's some built-up mana in these spreaders that is automatically getting put back into this mana pool, filling it up. Beautiful. We might have to turn this guy back on, though, once we start using more of this mana. So next thing are these runes. Now, the runes we can't just make. We need to actually have a table for it, which is this runic altar. So I guess we'll try and make this. We're going to need some living rock and a mana pearl or a mana diamond. And the way you get a mana pearl or a mana diamond, whichever one I guess you have more of, is you drop it in the mana pool. That's simple. It's pretty simple. The other thing we're going to need is our pure daisy. Now, do I set this up in here? Or do I set this up in the overworld? I don't know. I don't know. Should I keep this stuff in here? I feel like I probably should go in the overworld. That's where all my other stuff is. I could also make a sort of a nether part to my base. And I think that might be pretty cool. So maybe I'll do that. I'm going to clear out an area here then. Just so that we're out of the range of this ore guy. Because he obviously transfers netherrack into these like nether ores. But he also transfers cobblestone and stuff like that into ores as well. I believe. I'm not sure if he works like that in the Nether, but he works like that in the overworld, so I'd rather not take my chances. But, I mean, we don't need to go far, right? I don't need to do a cut. This looks like it's pretty good. I might do another little hole in the wall there. Beautiful. So next we're going to need some dirt, which we should have in our dank here. Yep, here's some dirt. I'm going to place the dirt right here. And I'm going to place the pure daisy on it. Beautiful. It looks a bit pink, but it's meant to be white. And then I believe we grab some stone. And I assume it has to be smooth stone, if I remember correctly. So we can place this stuff here. And normally I believe you see particle effects. And that's how you know it's working. I don't see particle effects. Oh. I hear horrible noises. Let's turn on our animations, though. There we go. Now we can see these little particle effects. Hopefully our frame rates... Ooh, that looks beautiful. Hopefully our frame rates can survive with these newfound particles that are bouncing around everywhere. So this stuff, you just have to wait a little while, and it transfers automatically into this living stone that we need for the runic altar. This stuff, living rock. So I guess I'll be back once that's done. Now, another thing we could do, and I might do, is if we get the building gadget here, if we build this across, you'll see it happen almost instantly. I believe this will now be in range of this orchid. And it should, yep, as you can see, very scarily and suddenly, it should turn these ores into, or these netherracks into ores. Because I wasn't sure what the range exactly was, but now we can see clearly this is too far down. But this level's enough that we can have the ores actually be like, you know, all around the room. So we could probably do the walls as well. If we did the wall... Oh my god, ancient debris. I mean, we don't need it, but it's cool. What we're mainly after with this setup here is the cobalt that we get in the roof. Because, yeah, cobalt, we can make some tools out of that if we want to. Or we can not. So I'm just patching this up while I'm still... Oh, no, it's done. Okay, the living rock's done. It happened while I wasn't looking, but that's fine. I might also do some more. I'm not sure if I need more, but better safe than sorry. So, we should now be able to make this altar. This runic altar. This video feels a bit different, by the way. I don't know what it is. Something feels different. It might be that I'm actually recording with the sun up in real life, but it feels a bit different. Hopefully it's a good different. I don't know yet. Something feels off though. I'm double checking every so often that I'm recording because something definitely feels off. Okay. So I think the runic altar does need some mana to do things. You can see it's just a little bit. So what we might do is perhaps place it over here near the mana pool. Alright, what I've decided to do is I've expanded this part out a bit, and I kind of don't want the mana pool there anymore. So I'm going to move this structure, this like auto farm thing, into a spot over here. So we'll have the 8 endo flames, and then set up like the whole dropper stuff and all of that over here. And I'll probably do most of that off camera, like I'll just pick up all this stuff. I should be able to pick this up like so. Yep, that works. Boom. I believe this guy as well was to, yeah, stop the magnets from picking up the coal. And I think it works, but I believe, yeah, there's some different things we can get that we can make. And I'm probably going to go for one of these because they probably have user interfaces that allow me to stop them. Like, yeah, you can filter what gets magneted and what doesn't. So I'd rather that than just a flower that I'm hoping works. So we'll break this stuff. We have a chest here as well. Hopefully... Oh, did we just lose some stuff? It's possible. Maybe. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I'm going to clean this up, pick all the stuff up, and pretty much the structure you saw here will now be over that way. Alright, another thing I've decided to do is I've placed the chest here, and I realized the way that I had set up this new area, I couldn't get the coal in here without making it look ugly with like pipes on the side and stuff. So, with an entangled block, we should be able to do the thing. So I can place the entangled block here. We'll get the binder. We'll head back over here. Crouch right-click on this block to select it. So the dropper. Head back. Oh, I'm going to keep heading out there, apparently. Then I'm going to right-click on the entangled block so that it's entangled. Then I should be able to, if we open up our backpack, grab out some item pipes. In theory, one should hopefully be enough. We should also have our morphing tool here. And then I should be able to do this. And that should be working. It should be... We can see some coals getting taken out already. We should, though, be able to... try to get over here. Slowly. And he should have coal in it. Now, I don't remember exactly how this was set up previously to ensure that everything got picked up. So what I might do is make an item collector. Are we able to make one? Ooh. It says we're able to, but did I fix this recipe? Magma block, honey. No, I haven't fixed this recipe. Let me go fix that real quick, and I'll probably do it on camera to show you guys how I'm doing it. Alright, so as you know, we have a Magma Bee, and he's doing Magma Bee stuff, right? He's in there doing Magma Bee stuff. What I want to be doing is processing these honeycombs. Obviously, I want this other stuff processed too, but we want Magma honeycombs processed. Do I even have it in here? Maybe I don't. Maybe that's the problem. No, I don't. Okay, I need to add Magma honey blocks to the actual list here. So boom. Now it should work. Now when I do this, it should fill up automatically with Magma honeycombs. Possibly, if we're lucky. Maybe not. Nope, yep, there we go. Okay. So now we're getting magma blocks, right? Now these guys, I need to borrow... no, I don't think I need to borrow them. We're just going to be making, whatchamacallums. Yeah, whatchamacallums. No, we're going to be altering these patterns here. So I'm just going to grab both of these patterns, take them back over here to our pattern grid, and chuck them in to be edited. So, this guy, I believe this guy is currently saying 2 honey blocks gives you 2 buckets of honey. I want to have it so that 1 magma block in a melting chamber gives you magma, believe it or not. That's what I want. I don't want this 1 bucket of magma to be in here, though. I want that to be on the output. So we're going to have to drag in the magma manually, and then it's set to 1 bucket. There we go. Perfect. So what I did there was this button here changes between the items grid and the fluids grid. So I had to change it so that the item is input, fluid is output. And there we go. It's updated. Perfect. Next pattern is this guy. And this guy we want to be changed to have this recipe here. So it's going to be these ingredients plus this 1 magma gives us an item output. Update it. Beautiful. Then I should be able to quickly zoom over here, chuck the right patterns back in. We might have to fix this situation where it's got stuff in it already. I think I can probably... why is this set up strangely? I can probably just pick it up, quite literally. Drop that, place this, and that should be good now. Now what I should be able to do is search for my item collector, Control-click to craft, and we should get stuff put in. So we should get a magma in here, which we did. That should process into magma. Then that should get taken out. It might not get taken out, though, because I might have to alter some of the other things we have going on. It's looking like that. Oh, ugh, why is it so annoying? Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set up another drive here. And it should work. I might have to do a few other things, though, like another magma block, and then if I get a bucket, which we should have plenty of, I should be able to... Can I get the magma out into the bucket, or is it not going to really let me? Okay. What was that other thing that I saw? This guy? We'll try this then. Because this dropper, apparently I can click on the stuff to take it out. No? Does it only work for mechanism stuff? Okay, it's going to be annoying. Alrighty, here we go. We have a tank here to let me get a magma bucket. Perfect. We're then going to place a disk drive down. We're going to open it up. Before we do anything, we're going to change it to be a fluid disk drive. And then we're going to filter it to only hold magma. Then we can put in our fluid storage, and it should work. That simple. What I'm wondering, though, what I could do now probably is grab this stuff and just pipe it in, and that should work. But I do want to do a test without piping it manually. Oh my god, I just made the biggest mess ever. Just to double check that it works, because it's always good to do that. So, oh, what? Okay, it's got... Huh? What? What is happening? Okay. Here's an important thing. See where it says blacklist? Yeah, change that to whitelist. That is embarrassing. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I mean, this disk drive could have anything on it. So I'm just going to chuck it in there. Because why not? Let's get another fluid disk drive. Great. Alright, now it should work. Hopefully. So there we go. Yep, it got picked up. Then it should automatically put the stuff in here. There's already 1 bucket in here, but it should put the rest in. The fact that it hasn't yet is a little bit concerning. Let me... Oh, actually, the crafting monitor's done. It might have actually crafted it. Let's search item collector. Do we now have the piece? We do. Beautiful. So for some reason... Here, let me just manually grab... oh my god, I have such a messy inventory. We have that, we have this. I think I can just craft it in here manually, right? Is that how it's done? Well, how's it done? A gold and a block of redstone. Okay. Alright, so now, when I craft this, we should get everything that we need. I think it's already in there. Yeah. How cool is that? Beautiful. And this guy will store any extra magma that we happen to craft. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Back to business. The business does use the item collector. It also uses a clock. One of these redstone clocks. We're going to need a comparator, which apparently we don't have auto-crafted. Beautiful. Let me just make a stack in that case. There we go. Boom. Redstone clock. Okay. We're getting there. Back into the nether. I'm a little bit upset with myself because what we've done essentially is set up what we already had, which is a little bit embarrassing, but I guess it's fine. What I want to be doing here, though, is setting this guy up like so. And setting it to be, I believe I want it to do sort of that. And I want it to be set to up, and we can preview it. And now it's just collecting items in this area. So at the moment, every time an item enters here, it's getting picked up. We don't want that. We want it to be on a redstone signal. And then we want to set it up with a clock, which we can just place here. And I want the clock to be one duration, so it just pulses. And I want it to go super late. Which, now that I look at it, is similar to this. I can probably change this then to be like 100. And I'll have to keep an eye on it to make sure it works. But in theory, what this will do is this guy will drop coal every 100 ticks, right? And these guys will try to pick them up. Eventually, they'll get full. It'll drop too much coal for these guys to suck up. In which case, every 200 ticks, this guy will pulse, and he'll try to pick stuff up. What I'll also have to do is set up a trash can, which I'll quickly do now. Like so. Now, if you want to set up like an ender chest to send it back into your base, you need to be really careful. I keep coming across bases that have an ender chest hooked up to this system. But the problem is when their base isn't loaded, the ender chest just fills up, and it's horrible. And like all the items are on the ground, we have thousands of items. It's not a pretty sight. So yeah, I do recommend just... You can still have an ender chest, but put an upgrade in here and have it set to be nearest first. So it fills up your ender chest that's closest, and then a trash can that's further away, which I'll probably do here too. But this is just a little bit temporary. To stop items from dropping on the ground and crashing the server, and then you get banned. Not a fun time. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. This guy should pick up when these guys don't. And we have mana being generated. It's beautiful. The next thing we need, I believe, is coal to spark. Now, we actually have 2 of them, which I'm surprised. I don't entirely remember how they work, but I think in theory, I shift right click on that, and then I shift right click on this. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's almost how it works. Oh, okay, I just right-clicked on it. I didn't shift right-click. And it might be working. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to try and make some of these runes. So, if we want a rune of fire, we need a nether wart, gunpowder, nether brick, mana steel, mana powder. Okay, let's sort this inventory too. Oh, you know what, actually? It didn't place on. It just went in rotation, so I shift right-clicked and it's back in my inventory. So, that clearly didn't work. I'm trying to get the mana from here into the altar. Not really sure how to do that yet. I think I need a mana spreader, but I still don't really know how to do that. I tried it before and it didn't really work. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was grabbing the ingredients. I wonder if I could just click this and it will, yeah, it gives me some of these ingredients. And then the rest I think I need to make anyway. We need an iron ingot to turn into a mana steel ingot. And then we need a gunpowder. Which we should have some of. We don't have a lot of it. Oh, actually, I've got a gunpowder on me too. Okay, that's another recipe as well. Beautiful. So, one of these and one of these should go like so. Hopefully we have enough mana. We used a bunch of it up over here, which was a mistake. So, boom, boom. Da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So we have all the ingredients here. And currently it has an X. I assume because it's not getting any mana, but it could also be... I don't know. I'm pretty sure you need like a living rock on you or something. It says it's getting nothing though. So what if we try and make... Oh, did this finish? Yes, I made some living wood, which you make by just placing logs around the thing. I'll just show it off, I guess. You just place logs here. They transfer. That's fine. It's been a while since I've done Britannia, so I figured if anyone's watching this video for the first time, like they've never seen it before, they don't know what Britannia is, I'll try to teach a little bit. That turns into living rock. The living rock we use to make mana spreaders. These guys here, they use a petal or a flower and a little bit of gold. And that's what transfers the mana from, say, the flowers into the mana pool, right? So I believe what I want as well is a mana spreader here, for instance. This guy's full, but I want him to go there. So this works. He's sending stuff there. The problem that I have, and you can actually see it charging up. See the picture of the rune in this little like interface. It's slowly filling up. It's about a quarter done, a third now. I'm hoping he's getting the mana from the pool. I think he might be. This kind of looks ugly though. Let's pick this up. We might have wasted some mana. I don't really know how it works, but I wonder, can I place the mana spreader here? And will this look not only cooler, which I think it does, it looks pretty cool, but can I then place the other spark on this guy? Possibly. Let's see if this works. Let's see. Oh, boom. Nope. Nope. Doesn't want to work. Okay. Alright, so it's fully charged up now. So then I believe what we do is we have the Wander of the Forest, and we have a living rock on us, and we right-click it. We might need to have the living rock in our offhand? Maybe? No? Maybe I just right-click it with the living rock. No? Oh, okay, yeah. I put a little bit of living rock in the middle. Oh, we try not to pick it up, and then we right-click it with our wand. Ta-da! We get the cool thing. So, as you can see by my inventory, I've grabbed the resources that we need for all of this other stuff, including the mana steel, the mana powder, and the mana pearl. I've got all this stuff on me. We only need a little bit of this. So I'm going to make the rest of these off camera, I think. You know what? I'll cut back each time I'm making a rune. How does that sound? That sounds a bit fairer. So here's another one. These are the runes of air. And here's another one. As you can see, I also moved it over here, so it looks a little bit nice now. That was the rune of mana. And here's another one. This one is the rune of earth. And last we have the rune of water. Let me also just say, it feels like it transfers a lot faster now that this mana spread is a lot closer. Either that or each rune uses a different amount of mana. But it feels a lot faster. I didn't even really have to do a cut there. So here's the rune of water. Beautiful. We're now pretty much there. All we need to do, I believe now, is just craft the thing. So click this, click this. Oh, we need a little bit more lapis. I think we used lapis for the item collectors. That's why they're all missing. And here we go. Terra Steel agglomeration themagy. Now, I believe as well, I need some more lapis and the living rock to do a little bit of a structure here, as you can see. I might also need some more living rocks, so maybe let me get a little bit more stone, wherever that is, and make some more. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to place it here. I've also done a little bit of remodeling again, and I wouldn't be surprised if I do some more. I really want this to sort of look nice, right? So this mana pool is going into this one, which, if I'm honest, I probably could just skip that whole step and have them send directly in here, which I might do. Yeah, how hard will that be to do? If I right-click this and right-click that? Oh, it can actually reach from there. Beautiful. So I'm going to have them transfer to that one, right? So these three now are transferring to this one. And this mana spread is emptying this one, so eventually we'll be able to pick it up and move it. Just to have sort of more of a central area. Over here, I'm going to try and place this this structure, which actually we could probably put in the ground to make it look a little bit nicer. Hopefully I don't make too much of a mess. I believe it is living rock in the corners like that, and then lapis like so, with the plate in the middle. I believe that is it. And that's just going based off of these pictures. That's my best guess. I mean, it makes sense. It's probably in the book, in which case I could probably do this, right? Oh, it's happening. Yeah, so there it is, I think. Visualize. Oh. Yeah, that's it visualized, and it does look like there is a living rock in the middle, so we got that right. Beautiful. Let's unvisualize that. There it is. Okay. So you might be wondering, what's now? What's next? Well, for one, we can pick this stuff up. I had a little soundproofing hidden under there, so things might get a bit louder. Well, we need a lot of mana. We actually need quite a lot of mana. On all the mods to the sky, all the mod 6 to the sky, I had one set up sort of like this, making mana. It took me a really long time to get enough mana, so I want to fix that and sort of avoid that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a tunnel down here, a tunnel like so, and essentially I'm going to replicate this design along this wall, a bunch of them. That's pretty much it. I'm going to be making mana spreaders and mana pools. They're pretty easy. It's just the living rock and the living wood. And until I'm happy with how much mana we're getting. For each of these, by the way, I will be setting up the auto trashing system. Just because, very important on the server. If one of the mods joins and realizes there's a billion items and teleports to my base, they're going to ban me. I mean, I'll just unban myself, but that's not the point. Because if you guys are watching and you follow what I'm doing and you guys make a mess, I feel like that's on me. But yeah, you guys get the idea. I'm going to build a bunch of those. We're going to get some mana pumping. What I might even do is have it so I can turn them off by setting up this system over here with a redstone signal, so I can turn off the coal if we need to. Just so that when I'm not on the server, I can turn it off. But yeah, I'll meet you guys back here with a bunch of mana. Now, one thing I almost forgot to do was make the actual endo flames themselves. I clearly haven't done the other stuff, but I realized I needed the endo flames pretty early. So what I'm doing here is planting these petals on the ground that we have. I'm bone mealing them. And then the very important step is to use shears on them, right? So we shear them. And we get a bunch of these flowers. Now these flowers, if we press U on them, turn into 4 petals each. So we turn 1 petal into 4. It's pretty good. So I've made a bunch of these, a bunch of red, grey, and brown. And then if we get an apothecary, and we get water, so we're probably going to want a sink. Where am I going to put this? I'll probably put it in here. This is a nice little area for it. Make a nice little 3x3. I like these little pockets I'm making. So we'll place the apothecary here. We'll have the sink, I don't know, maybe in the roof. Will that look not too bad? Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure out what we're doing with it. But essentially, what we do now is also get a bucket, which means I'll probably need like a place to store the buckets, probably like a pedestal. And we get water. We put it in the apothecary, which I'm probably going to put in the ground because it's hard to reach. And then, 1 grey petal, 1 red petal, 2 brown petals, and a seed. And the cool thing about this mod is, when we put a new bucket in, right-click with an empty hand to add back the previous recipe. So I can take all of that stuff out, right-click, it goes in, drop the seed. How cool is that? So as you can see, if I position this a little bit better, which I will do, I can do that pretty quickly. So I'm going to make the endo flames off camera because it's going to be repetitive. Alrighty, I am back. As you can see, I've set up a few of these guys. I'll run through how each of them work in a second. I mean, they all work the same. This guy still needs a few more endo flames. And I think this is the design that I'm going to go for. So we have the mana spreaders on the roof. They're pointing down here. They're each connected to their mana flowers. I've got 3 connected to each one, apart from the middle one who's only connected to 2. I could probably put a third there. I don't really see a reason not to. And yeah, that should work. I've also put these sparks above both of these. Now, the sparks themselves, you craft like this. And I'm hoping that they share the stuff between each other. Once again, I don't really know if they do. I guess I could check this guy. Does this work? Didn't really work, but let me look through and find the spark, and I'll see if I can figure it out. Look at this. I can just hold control on it in the side there. So, sparks, blah, 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 blah. Placing a spark over a mana pool and another over a nearby block that can accept it will allow the latter to access the former's reserves on demand. To remove a spark, simply sneak right-click it with the Wand of the Forest. Regular right-clicking will show which other sparks this one can transfer to. Okay, so I've right-clicked on it. I see nothing. Or is it flashing it? It might be flashing it, maybe. And I can't really tell. What if I right-click the actual thing? I don't know, but I'm assuming it's working. I guess we'll find out at some point. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm also making some more living wood and living rock. Now, I imagine this would be pretty fun to automate and have it like mass produced because I need quite a lot of mana spreaders and a few more mana pools. And then I imagine I just keep placing sparks on them. Maybe? Not really sure. I think the way it works is that these two are linked now, possibly. I'm sure I'll be told in the comments. I would love to make a Terra Steel this episode. I'm just not sure if I'll be able to, if I'm completely honest. Oh yeah, I was meant to run through how these guys work. So it's pretty much the same system we have over here, only I did a few extra things. So obviously the clock's set up the same. Oh, I think the server might have just died. Nope, there we go. The clock's set up the same to run twice as often as this guy, or half as often, right? I have the item collector picking up all the stuff. You can see the little overlays here. Then I have an item piping out. Now this item pipe has a golden upgrade in it, so an improved pipe upgrade. And that unlocks this section here, which is on distribution nearest first. What this does is it will try to fill up the nearest connection. In this case, this ender chest, which leads back to my base. It will try to fill up that before even considering going down the path. What that means is, if this chest ever fills up, then it will go into the trash can that you can sort of see through there. It's actually, the texture's glitching and showing you the trash can over there. So, the only time that trash can is used is when this guy would fill up. And when this guy would fill up normally, without that trash can, items would start dropping on the floor. So, in theory, this system should work perfectly. I've got it set up for all of these other ones, as you can see. Through there. Yeah, beautiful. Now, I suppose what we could do is make some more of these pure daisies. And I assume that would probably be a smart idea. Because then we can get more of these rocks happening. The only problem is I kind of like the little design we have here. So, if anything, I might just expand out this way and make a few more spots. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. I've got 2 more daisies. Let me clear out a little bit of spot here so that we can have 2 more daisies running. Boom. So there we go. Now we have a few daisies here. What I can probably do too is do a little bit of cheatsy stuff by getting my building gadget. And then I should just be able to do this. How cool is that? So now, a lot more production happening, which means a lot more mana spreaders happening. Beautiful. Oh, another thing I should add is there is a new update coming out soon for this mod pack that has a few issues involving claims. So, we actually have a question over on the Discord in regards with what we should do with the server in terms of updating it, restarting the entire thing, and the claims and stuff like that. So, if you want to go over to the Discord, you can vote on that. I believe it's in the ATM, maybe the ATM server versions, ATM6 server versions thing, which you can find in the welcome channel. I believe that's where it is. If not, you can just ask around and people will tell you where it is. Yeah. So, if you want to vote on that, you can get your opinion known. Otherwise, we'll just go with the current votes that there are. So yeah, head over there and vote on, I guess, the future of this server. So yeah, thanks. Oh, and as for how we're getting the stuff over, I'm just putting these up vertically. So bind a new one like that, grab the item pipe, and that's it hooked up. So we should be able to check out now. We're almost done all of them. It's just that last one that isn't even fully complete yet. But these should all be running now, as you can see. Which is pretty cool. So yeah, I guess that's it. As for the actual mana, clearly they're not like spreading amongst each other. What I might do is, how do I do this? There we go. Okay, so I shift right click on the actual spark in the sky to pick them up. I'm going to pick them up for now. What I might do is put mana spreaders going from mana pool to mana pool to mana pool to this mana pool. I think that's what I'll do. It might be a bit messy, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a good idea. Expanding this, by the way, this production, Very important. That was amazing. I also made a bunch of white petals, so we don't need to worry about these craftings, using them all up. So, now in theory, I can place this, and that will send there. And I can place this, and that will send there. And then this one, oh, it's actually going to line up beautifully. I can place like so. So there we have it. In theory, all of the mana should be going to this pool. So these ones should all be draining. These should all be draining. And this guy should be draining. And it should all end up in here. And then we can look towards making our Terra Steel. So, I'll finish off this last guy. And then honestly, I might just AFK for a bit. And wait until it's filled up. Because I believe it needs to be at least halfway full before we can make our first Terra Steel. Here's a little trick for the apothecary here as well. If you just keep seeds on top of it, it crafts them pretty much instantly. So I'm making the last ones here, and that's how you can do it without, you know, too many different buttons to press. Alright, I now have the last bit of Endo Flames, and I actually made enough to do that middle block as well. Previously, we were intentionally leaving the middle block out because we had a perfect system with the coal dropping. I think this is better, though. I think we should be able to get away with this now. Even with this, I feel like they're not all constantly running, these Endo Flames. So we might even be able to increase the drop rate again. And since we now have it set up where it goes either into our system, which means 0 loss, or if there's an issue, it just gets trashed, it should in theory be safe for the server. I'll definitely have to do some checking in on this, though, to make sure that it's safe. This is crazy as well. Look at all these green lights. I am a big fan. Very big fan. So, how much... I want to see just how quickly this has gone up. Honestly, not that crazy. This is still going to take a while, I fear. Alrighty, I went and had some dinner, and I left the server, obviously the server was running, but I left myself logged in, and as you can see, we have quite a bit of mana. So, now, we should be able to get some stuff done. I'll quickly dig up this. Get some more mana spreaders happening. Beautiful. And I believe this is where the spark comes into play. I shift right click a spark onto this guy, and I shift right click one onto the mana pool. And this should now be connected. So, all we need to do is make a Terra Steel. It should be that simple. Now, this is the only recipe that this thing makes. A mana pearl, mana diamond, and a mana steel. So, that should be pretty easy. We need an iron, an ender pearl, and... I'm making a mess. And some diamonds. And we need to mana-ify them, I guess. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. These 3. And in theory, I place 1, I place 2, I place 3. And as you can see, lots of particles flying across everywhere. This looks very cool, by the way. I must say this is pretty cool. So these 3 blue, I guess, circles representing the different mana things, they all, I don't know, go in and out, they spin around, they turn light blue. I believe they actually start turning green from memory, so this should start looking even cooler. I feel like we need to open the wall up a bit more because the orbs sort of go out a bit further than you'd expect. Oh, yep, they're green now. Is this going to be it? Let's see. Nope, they're doing another run. They're doing another bit. Ooh, yeah, they're really green now. I love the particles, though. Botania, they have the particles done pretty well. It's a weird, like, circly type of particle, but it looks really cool. Okay, here we go. We now have our first piece of Terra Steel. Now, you might be wondering, how much Terra Steel do we need? Well, we need 4 of it, and honestly, we're doing pretty good. Now, we have the mana, right? As you can see, it used half the mana. We have another half in here. We also have more than half in there, almost half in here. The issue is, you can see these mana spreaders. That green bar, that means it's full. It's full of mana. If we look up at these, they only have a little bit of mana because they're actually putting it into the mana pool. So, clearly we're getting too much mana that this one spreader can't bump it out fast enough. So, what I might do, and we actually do have the mana spreaders for it, I might place like a mana spreader here. And as we can see, this guy fills up with mana. And then I'm going to link him to that mana pool like so. Just to get that extra speed going. And I can do the same for this one down here. Even though, if I'm honest, this one looks like it's doing pretty well. It's keeping up. Interesting. Very interesting. Does this have... This doesn't have any coal in it. Oh, God. Am I out of coal? No, I have coal. What's going on here? There's clearly a coal shortage. What it could be is maybe I disconnected the coal Ender chest. Oh, wait, no, coal's going in here. Okay. You know what we need? We need speed upgrades. Okay. Let's figure this out. We're pretty much at wrapping up point. Well, you know what? I think we can actually get this built today. For some reason, I thought we needed a lot more mana steel, like blocks of it, but this actually looks very doable. I'm quite excited. So, I believe this one is getting the coal? Yes. So in here, as you can see, it's just got coal, and it's just a normal exporter. So, what I should do is get a stack upgrade, easy enough, and then perhaps 3 speed upgrades, and this should be more than enough. Now let's have a look at the chest, see what we're dealing with. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's taken care of. We can head back in, and we might also need to put some, whatchamacallums, some speed upgrades in the pipe, or some pipe upgrades, to actually get the coal flowing through here, which, honestly, pretty cheap. Like, I don't really mind doing that. Let's get an ultimate one. We could get an infinity, but it's honestly a bit overkill. Oh, we actually already have one. We'll get a new one that's not configured. So I'll open this. I'll chuck it in here. It doesn't really matter that it's nearest first, because this is going to be exporting it so, yeah, as you can see, extremely quickly. So, it doesn't really matter, if we're honest. Let's head over here and double check that all of these are full now. So this guy, if it decides to open, he's full. This guy, full. Yep. Okay, we're back in business. This guy should be full as well. I just want to double check these last ones, because as you can see, we don't really have them hooked up yet. Yep, that's full. And this guy's full. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, see what I did there? So I'll hook this guy up again, and we'll make them all... I reckon we can do it. I reckon we can finish this episode at least with the pickaxe. Maybe I'll mess around with it a little bit, see how it does at mining. But the next episode, we might do the leveling up, if that's even possible. I don't know how to do it, but I'm sure... Hopefully the comments of this video will let me know how to do it, I guess. Oh, I've also realized I forgot to link the middle flowers on all of the other systems we have hooked up, so I'll have to go do that as well. So I'll meet you guys back here in a second. You know what? The middle ones were already linked. I'm just double checking that they're linked to the right thing, because I don't want them to be linked to, say, one of these other side mana spreaders, because then these ones might get overloaded, too much mana in them, and they can't export it to the pools fast enough. But we should be good now. As you can see, this guy's really fast. I do need another mana pool, though. Alright. Not mana pool, sorry. Another mana spreader. In the meantime, though, while that living wood's being created, we can just make another one. Now, I believe this process will run no matter how much mana you have. So if you don't have enough and you run this, either the items will despawn or like your thing will break. It won't do it, and it will waste the mana. So you want to make sure that you have at least half of a mana pool. At least. So it uses half, so 2 of those bars that you can see in the middle of the screen there, 2 of those bars need to be completely full in order for this operation to finish and get the Terra Steel. So do keep that in mind. I'm a big fan of this. I'm glad that we've set this up. This has been a long time coming, and I want to see real quick, because the ATM star, right, uses all of this stuff. Some of this is Britannia. It's just a matter of figuring out which bit. Yeah, see, there's like some dragon stones that we need from Britannia. That's just in that recipe there. A Wither's Compass. No idea what this would do, but it looks pretty cool. It uses some charms of Wither. Ooh, I just heard the sound. I think that's our Terra Steel complete. Beautiful, I'll pick that up. So we only need 2 more. But we need to fill this guy up pretty quick. What else was I doing? Oh yeah, the recipe's over here. So there's a black hole here, which uses a bunch of different tech, which is pretty cool. It uses some blood magic. It uses a mana void from Britannia, so we need to do that as well. Hopefully we'll be able to make one of those. What's next? This weird thing, which uses all these different wills to make a massive wills. So once again, something crazy we've got to craft, of course, using some Britannia stuff. This guy looks fine. This guy looks somewhat doable. Mana and Artifice, we're going to have to get into that. Oh god. The Patrick Star, this is just a bunch of concrete and concrete powder. Dimensional Shard, yep, that's fine. Rune of Sins, we're going to have to make this guy as well. Philosopher's Fuel, this guy, yeah, he looks alright. He uses blood magic, though. Yeah, more blood magic. What's this guy got? Any Britannia? I don't think so. And then Creative Essence, which is Mystical Agriculture. Yeah. Oh, another thing I want to add. That uranium bee we were checking out last episode, it still doesn't want to breed. So I'm going to have to probably look on the GitHub to see if there's an issue that's been noted and whether there's a fix for it. because I don't know how to fix it otherwise. All right, mana spreaders. I'm gonna hook this guy up here and link him so we get some extra spread happening. That's probably it for now, I imagine. What I could also do is get this guy running so that he links there. Maybe this guy too, just in preparation for when we eventually get enough. Ooh, I could also have a direct line running through here. I could have these mana spreaders just going to each other. I don't know if that would be smart or not. I'm pretty sure as well, I could probably run them directly to the mana pool from all the way over there, which maybe I want to do. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what the plan is here. I'm going to place this guy, though, and get some extra spreading happening. You know what I could do as well? You know what? Let me try this. Let me get a spark. Boom. Let me get... I need 2 of them. Again. What happens if I put a spark on this and another spark on here? Or does that just link? Do these... Are these linked? Let me read the book again. I think that would help. You know what? You can dye them. So when they're not dyed, I believe they just remain linked to one another, right? Oh, is that a weird... Okay, yeah, I think they're linked. I think this works. So because it's linked, this spark, and this mana pool has half of it, I think we can do it. I think we can do what we want to do. So I'm going to quickly get this stuff processed, like so. So we can get all these different bits of mana. And I'm going to give it a shot and see if it works. So these 3 things, as you can see... Oh, yeah, look, it's drawing from this spark, and it's drawing from this spark over here. That is perfect. You know what? We don't need these mana spreaders. These mana spreaders are completely overkill. Completely. The only thing they would do is they would help to, I guess, sort our mana, right? Because each pool would eventually fill up. Whereas at the moment, they're filling up their own. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Like, oh, is this hooked up? I feel like this isn't hooked up. Oh, it's almost hooked up. I forgot to do this part. There we go. Okay, now that's going to get some mana. Okay, so yeah, I've just got to put sparks, which we have here, on the rest of these. So a spark there. Now it's linked. Now it's linked. And we should be able to get another one. What's it missing? Gold nugget? Okay. We can do that. That's within our budget. So if we wanted to split up this network, all we have to do is dye them a different color. So that's pretty cool. So here we go. A bit of Terra Steel. And I would imagine we have enough to do another one. So I'm going to give it a shot. Oh. Maybe there's not enough diamond enderpearl. We're going to have to do it in one of these. I'm hoping we have enough. How much is in this? Oh, yeah, we have enough. We have enough amongst all these. Let's see if it's infinite range. If these sparks can reach all the way from where they are. I'm interested to see. Let's see. It's hooked up. This spark's reaching. This spark's shot the little bit it has. And this one has not. This one, I believe, is out of range and can't reach. So if anything, we would mana spread from here to there. I think that would be fair. And maybe this one too. Because this one seems to be out of range. Just judging on the fact that it didn't drain. So here we go. This guy's doing his thing. There we go. Was that even faster? That might have been faster because we had a lot more mana going in from different spots. Maybe. I could be wrong. Alright, 4 Terra Steel. Here we go. We're pretty much there. We need a mana tablet. So we need some more living rock, which apparently we don't have, of course. Let's get some of that being made. And we also need some living twigs, which is apparently just living wood, like so. And I'm going to need more living wood, aren't I? Oh my god. You know what? Let me just break some and place some. Ooh, this was the other thing. The angel ring. That's what I was trying to think about. We need blocks of Terra Steel for this, as well as pixie dust. And a Gaia Spirit Ingot. So we will have to kill one of those Gaia things, however that's done. So I will be looking out for that in the future. Trying to figure out how to do that. Okay, beautiful. This episode's probably pretty long. I don't know. My recording's very long, but I also did a lot of behind-the-scenes work in this video because it was a lot of just replicating stuff, even down to like the petals that we grew. And I don't know. I'm really happy with what we've done here. I don't know how exactly good the thumbnail will look, whether it will be enticing, because this is it's pretty dim. It is pretty dark in this nether dimension, so maybe I could mess around with that, make it look brighter, maybe put some lights in here or something. But I'm happy with what we've done. I'm very happy with this. This system's very expandable, and while there's quite a bit of coal drops here, I honestly, I might change this speed around. Because we have this trash can setup, this system here, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy that it's safe. I'll definitely do some testing. Like, look, I can press this, click on entities, and I can see exactly how many items there are. I can figure out exactly what chunk they're in. How cool is that? So I can keep an eye on it, see if there's getting way too much, and of course I can turn it off. And I can actually properly turn it off now because I put an upgrade in this guy. So I can make it so he requires redstone and give it a lever. And I mean, the problem with doing that is that these guys would still be full of coal. So if anything, the better option would probably be to put maybe like, I don't know, a redstone torch on it or something like lever on the actual dropper, which, you know, maybe we do that. Let's give it a shot. All right, so I went ahead and put a lever on the dropper and turned it on. And because it's constantly getting a redstone effect on it, this pulse means nothing. So as you can see, it stopped dropping stuff, it stopped making the sound, and that's how we do that. That's how we can turn that off. So I can either leave it as levers and remember to flick them before I turn off, or I can hook up some sort of a wireless redstone button, which would probably be a little bit trickier. I'd have to like place it around and do all that stuff, but it'd be doable. It'd be doable. This stuff's done though, so I can actually make the stuff that I wanted. Let's pick this stuff up. So I believe for the... Where are we? For the mana tablet, we need a mana diamond. So let's go ahead and grab one of those. A diamond. Chuck it in a mana pool. There we go. And then we get ourselves a mana tablet. Now, the way this works is I believe you can link it to a pool here. And as you can see, when we hover over it with the wand, you can either be charging the mana pool using the tablet or charging the tablet using the mana pool. So that's how you would do that. And I imagine this mana tablet powers the Terra thing. What is it? The Terra Shatterer. Here we go. Place in our mana tablet. And we have a D rank Terra Shatterer. Here it is. How well does it work? Not too sure. Well, I mean, we have some ores in here. Should I give it a try in here? So it's definitely slower than our pickaxe. I don't know what else. I'm not too sure what it's meant to do. What if I have the book? Does the book help me? I can hold control on it and we can read about it. I completely made this without knowing what it does, just because it was on that the suggestion board. So if you have a suggestion that you want to see me try out, I suggest doing it. Oh, what just happened? Where are we? Oh, let me try this again. All right, here we go. The tool takes damage for every single block broken. So a decent supply of mana in the wielder's inventory is a must for higher ranks. The tool will use mana for durability, like mana steel tools do. Finally, a shatterer on the ground will never despawn. Interesting. We're mining in the database. Wow, wow. Okay. Shapeless, really? This is a shapeless crafting? You can just place them any which way? Interesting. Okay. Here we go. I've found the actual page for it. The tool functions very much like a mana tablet when tossed on a mana pool, so I imagine it sucks up the mana. However, any mana absorbed can't be released again, so it's non-viable as a storage device. The amount of mana stored in the tool establishes its rank. Ranks progress as follows: D, C, B, A, S, and SS, with D being the lowest rank and SS being the highest. The amount of mana required to advance from rank to rank increases exponentially as the rank does. To advance from D to C, for starters, a Shatterer requires just a few seconds of exposure to a mana pool. To advance from C to B, a full mana pool is required, and the cost increases tenfold for each rank thereafter. Okay. Interesting. The rank of the tool does not change its speed, rather it's increased the range of its active ability. A right click will toggle the Shatterer's ability on or off. When the ability is active, it can break many blocks in a wide surface area at once. At rank C, it breaks a narrow column of blocks. At rank B, it increases to a square, and surface areas increase from there on upward. Note that the rank D tool does not have an ability. The Shatterer, when active, continuously consumes internal mana when not mining. Interesting. The tool takes damage. Yeah, we read that one. So, interesting. The Shatterer, when active, continuously consumes its internal mana when not mining. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I guess what we do, then, in this case, is I'm going to chuck it on a mana pool. And I imagine I'm going to chuck it on this mana pool. Let's see. Here we go. There it is. It's sitting on there. It's sucking stuff up, I think. What is it at? I don't know. Or do I have to... Wait. I might have to change it. Give me a second. Oh, what is happening? Oh. Whenever I stand on these mana pools, I crouch, apparently. So, I think I want to shift right-click this guy. So now you can see that arrow change. I want it to be charging a mana tablet. But instead of a mana tablet, it's going to be charging this tool. In theory. Yep, you can see the mana going down. Perfect. Okay. So it's doing its thing. It should have already leveled up by now, but I'll keep it in there. It says it takes a few seconds, but, you know, we'll keep it draining. Oh, I picked it up accidentally, and as you can see, we're now at C rank. Beautiful. So I imagine after leaving this on for a while, I'll be able to come back and fill this up, like, completely and rank it up quite a bit. What I want to do, though, is... Ooh. Where did this take us? Is this the other? Okay, I don't want to be in the other, believe it or not. Alrighty, I'm in the mining dimension, which is absolutely glorious. Let's give this a try. So, I right-click and turn it on. So it's turned on at the moment, and I can mine this, and it mines a narrow column like so. So this is rank 1. This is what rank 1 does. Honestly, pretty cool. If we didn't have all these other broken abilities on, like the ability to just do this, and do that, like, infinitely because this tool's indestructible, the Britannia tool would be pretty cool. I definitely want to see it at the higher ranks, though, because it apparently gets much, much bigger, and I'm very interested to see just how big it is. Because if it can mine a bigger area than if I vein mine, like if it can do a bigger square than this, then that might be worth doing. I know there are some other tools that might be able to do the same thing, but, I mean, I don't know. This one also looks cool. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what the takeaway is. I think we're done. I think we've achieved what we wanted to do, which is surprising. We managed to get it done. It's probably a long episode. That's probably why it's not surprising. The other thing that I'm still confused about is this thing's not breeding. So I'm going to have to look that up, try and figure out why I can't get myself a uranium bee, because until I get the uranium bee, the reactor's off, which is sad. But that's pretty much it. I think we've wrapped up. Let's head back into the Nether. And we'll say our goodbyes. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to join the server, you can do so by checking out the Discord. The link is below. All the information should be in there. That's pretty much it. If you want to support the servers financially and help us keep them up and running, there's a donation link in the description below. That'll help us out big time. But apart from that, I think we're pretty much good to go. If you have a base as well that you want me to check out, chuck me a message, send me the coordinates, and I'll get to it eventually, hopefully. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one where, I don't know. You know what? Wait. Hold the phone. Everyone remain perfectly calm. Don't move a single muscle. Wait, you better click off the video. I saw that. I didn't see that. I lied. This guy, make the Terra Shatterer from Britannia and max level it up. We can break this sign, or can I pick it up? Is that a thing? Can I, like, just move it? No, maybe not. And I can come over here, and I can write, made the Terra, Shatterer need to level it up. Beautiful. There we go. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.